I'm using this sort of grimy Draculaura for the base because my friend wanted Monster High, and I thought her the best candidate. I prep her the usual way. First, I shave her hair down as far as possible with my electric shaver. Next, she gets dunked in hot water so that I can remove her head easily, along with the hair remnants and glue inside. I clean her face with 100% acetone. I sanded the body and sprayed with sealant to prepare her for a skin color change. Because she has a light pink skin tone, the color change with soft pastels doesn't take that many layers. I add some subtle body blushing and shading with soft pastels for just a little bit more depth. Using red fabric, I create her dress partly from an old Monster High dress that I took apart and made a pattern from, and from an Etsy store pattern. I will leave a link to the patterns that I purchased on Etsy down below. I used patterns for the dress sleeves and for her tights. I cut the dress down the middle to create a fold. I then glue the two pieces back together. I hem the bottom of the dress and then sew along where the two fabrics meet in the front. I hand-stitched everything, but I have a bigger studio space now, so I have room to set up my sewing machine for future clothes projects. I test out the puff sleeves before sewing them onto the dress and adding lace to the sleeves. I use tiny beads for the buttons and sew on a lace collar. The back has a Velcro closure. I use black stretchy fabric for the tights. I customize her shoes by removing the bows and strap in the front. I leave the ankle strap and attach craft foam to create a toe covering. I love these Nuvo drops, they're so versatile and I use them constantly. I mix the drops with black acrylic to get a shiny, durable finish on the shoes. Now that her outfit is done, I move on to my favorite part, the face-up. After the color change and some blushing and shading, I start defining the lips and eyes. I use soft pastels to block out the brows. I use chalk pencil for highlights. Another item I frequently use for customizing is this blending stomp. My friend wants her with white hair, so I paint the scalp a slightly off-white color with acrylic paint. For her eyes, I am creating a brownish hazel color. I shade with gray to add depth to the sclera of the eyes. I add catch lights with a gel pen. After glossing the lips, I felt that the lashes needed more oomph to balance the lips. Gloss makes things look more saturated and even darker at times, so I gave her fuller lashes with black gouache paint. After spraying with MSC, the lips go back to matte, so I re-glossed them afterwards. I'm giving her black nails and then adding gloss to prevent chipping and add shine. I'm gluing on this chunky yarn that I unraveled and made into wefts. Once dry, she now has this beautiful full head of wavy hair, but it needs to be styled, so let's get to straightening and cutting. I remove some of the weight of the hair by point cutting into it, and then use a damp toothbrush to style it. I painted a Monster High headband black and the hair is done. For her book, I'm following along with Dolllightful's miniature book tutorial. I will leave a link to the video down below. I fold a piece of printer paper and cut out the squares. I gather them together and work some glue into the edges of the pages. I measure and cut out the cover and spine. I add on an extra piece of paper to secure the pages together. I aged the paper using fire, and I didn't show that part because it's safer with more accurate results to just use paint to create the effects, and I didn't want to encourage anybody to light paper on fire, okay? Be safe when crafting. I used fire because it's quick, and honestly, it was just kind of fun to make it that way, so if you're going to do it that way, it's fairly intuitive how to do it, just please be careful. I painted the cover red and glue it in place. This is where I go rogue and stop following the tutorial. Instead of a cover, I used ribbon to cover the space between the spine and the face of the book. I tuck the ribbon in and glue it inside of the book. With watery black acrylic paint, I add effects to the covers using a paper towel to blot. Using a metallic watercolor pencil, I create the designs in the front and back. To create the eye, I use a white gel pen and then add details with acrylic. I trace over the pencil with gold acrylic paint. For the final touch, I add UV resin to make the eye 3D and glossy and cure with a light. And with that, she's finished. Cue the photo montage. My friend loves her, and that's what matters, so I'm happy. I hope you love her too and enjoyed watching. This was my first time making a miniature book, and I really enjoyed it. If anyone has made a miniature book, leave a comment and let me know how it went. If you're not already, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I post dolls on there that I don't have videos for, so if you want to see everything that I get up to in the doll world, follow me there. I also have a Ko-fi linked below if you would like to help support this channel. Another way you can show support is by subscribing, dropping a like if you like the video, and commenting. I appreciate everyone who takes the time to do those things, and it really helps me out. I'll be back soon with a new video. Make sure you have the bell icon activated so you don't miss it. Bye everyone!